Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. Today, with the holidays coming up, everybody might be dreaming of a new watch. And I want to show you 5 very cool chronographs that offer great value that we have available at delraywatch.com. These watches all have something unique about them, come in all different price points, and you know what? I think, because I own Del Rey Watch, but I think it would be a great idea for you to go to our website and check them out. They're really fantastic watches. And these are in no particular order, but they're all unique. We're going to start off with this extremely rare watch here. This is a solid gold Omega Speedmaster reduced. The 40mm size, which is very common in stainless steel, but this one is solid gold with a gold dial, and get this, a see-through caseback. Very, very hard to find. This is 40mm, has the ETA movement. It does wear a tiny bit smaller, just like reduceds tend to do. It comes on an aftermarket strap, and it's just very hard to find. There was only one other one for sale at the time of filming, and I am by far the least expensive one on the market. Extremely hard to find the iconic Speedmaster in the reduced size in solid 18 karat yellow gold. I mean, it's just not something you see every day. And the best part is the price. You get a solid gold chronograph under $7,000. That is truly fantastic. For the price of a retail price of a Speedmaster Sapphire Sandwich, you get a solid gold watch. I think this takes that sporty, rugged look and gives it a flash of pizzazz with the solid gold. You know what? If I was, 20 pounds lighter, I'd definitely pick this one for myself. I don't think it fits me particularly well. However, for those guys that wear the reduced, this is not only a rare watch, but a hell of a bargain as well. Next, we go with something bigger, sportier, and less expensive. A watch I spoke about last episode. This is the Montblanc 1858 Mono Pusher chronograph. Comes in a bead blasted stainless steel case, 42mm, and as I said, mono pusher. Here on the crown with the Montblanc logo, you see a button that you can use to start the chronograph. As you can see the chronograph ticking. You can stop it with the mono pusher and reset. This is a vintage inspired watch with that beautiful fauxtina on it to make it look aged. It's very well sized, 42mm. It comes on a very cool deployant strap, as you see here, and it has a micro adjustment right there, so you can actually make it bigger or smaller. On the wrist, it wears extremely well, very true to size at 42mm. Now this houses a highly modified Valjoux 7750 with a column wheel, so it's not just a standard movement, and the chronograph function is very, very nice. That does mean it is a little bit thicker. As you can see here, the Montblanc caseback. This guy right here at under $3,000, I think offers bang per buck, massive bang per buck, because mono pusher is an extremely hard complication. You don't see these every day, and not to mention, I actually think this watch is absolutely gorgeous. So gorgeous, I actually, when I bought multiple, I kept one for myself, and I wear it kind of as a daily. I've been wearing mine for a very, very, long time for me, 4 days in a row. I very rarely do that. It actually also comes on this beautiful vintage-inspired calf strap. I think for under $3,000, Montblanc is showing its watchmaking prowess, and you get a very beautiful and interestingly complicated watch. Now going a little bit higher end, we have this Roger Dubuis Excalibur 42 chronograph. Yes, the design is a little out there. I actually really like it. I used to work for Roger Dubuis. This is one of the finest chronograph actions I've ever seen in my life. Solid rose gold, 42mm, beautiful finishing. We've got the high polished scallop bezel, the satin polished case size with the Roger Dubuis crown there, and one of the most beautiful movements I've ever seen in my life. Look at that finishing. Micro rotor, we've got a column wheel, so see the column wheel spin when we start and stop the chronograph. There we go. It's just an absolutely stunning movement. Now, yes, this is more expensive, but for under $25,000, you have something that rivals a Patek Philippe or a Vacheron Constantin for a fraction of the price, and these buttons feel massively sumptuous. Solid gold deployant buckle, and on the wrist, it actually wears a little smaller than the size suggests. They say it wears closer to a 41 millimeter on my 7.5-inch wrist. Yes, it has long lugs, but this watch has a ton of personality and is extremely rare. Along with that movement finishing, I think the price is very well justified, not to mention it's already the cheapest in the country. Now we move back to the sports watch, one which is extremely well priced. Girard Perregaux Laureato Evo. Now you guys know I own a Laureato Evo myself. This is the limited edition BMW Oracle, 250 ever made. Beautiful case here, solid stainless steel, the white gasket around the dial. Once again, a chronograph with a central minute counter, very easy to see. So we've got hours, AM, PM, we've got hours, and then we've got running seconds, and then the central minute chronograph is there. This comes on a rubber strap, has an in-house movement. And yes, while it says it's listed at 46 millimeters, this watch also has integrated lugs, so it wears much closer to a 43 or a 44, meaning it fits most people just fine. And I also love that splash of color on the dial. I don't know if I can pick this up. Can you guys see that kind of hammered finish on the dial? Pretty darn gorgeous. Top that off with the fact that it's a flyback chronograph, making it even more complicated, and the fact that it's under $5,000, and I think it's very hard for you to go wrong. Now, last but not least is another interesting sports watch, very rare as well. This is a Breitling Navitimer Avia Star. 41 millimeter watch on a Breitling bracelet, value $77.50. This takes the iconic Navitimer and switches it up. Instead of having an inner rotating bezel, it has an outer rotating bezel, has the date, a very busy watch, perfect for that Breitling Palettes aesthetic. It's 41 millimeters, so it fits quite well. A very solid diver style deployant bracelet here. There we go. Now this guy is well under $3,000. Black bezel, black dial, hard to beat, easy to service. It's a value $77.50, and you get an iconic Breitling with the Navitimer case shape with those twisted lugs, Breitling flying crown, closed case back, and a very different dial configuration, which is very hard to find. This Avia Star is only the second one I've ever had in 7 years at Delray Watch, and the first one sold within a week. This one we haven't had that long either, and I think for under $3,000, it is a steal for an icon with a twist, such as the Navitimer Avia Star. You can get all these watches at delraywatch.com. Link in the description below to every watch. And you know what? I think here there should be a chronograph for everybody's taste. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you soon.